you been drinking alcohol today? How much have you had to drink?
2 beers.
2 beers.
I came back and then he just kept coming really close to me and trying to touch me and getting very close. And at one point he literally reached up and touched me and I told him do not touch me again.
This analysis examines the constitutional and statutory questions raised by a public intoxication arrest under Texas law. The encounter begins as an investigative detention. Under Terry v. Ohio, an officer may briefly detain a person when specific, articulable facts suggest criminal activity. A citizen call describing an impaired, disruptive subject paired with an officer's own observations satisfies that reasonable suspicion standard. Courts assess these stops under the totality of the circumstances, considering everything known to the officer at the moment of the decision.
Hey, sir. Hello. Hello. Hey. Come out here. What's going on? Nothing? Nothing? You speak English? Yeah, you do? Okay. You have your ID? Yeah. Where's your stuff? That's your stuff? All right.
Yeah.
Do what? Can I see your ID, please? So, do what?
Tortillas.
There are tortillas? Okay. So, do you know where you're at right now?
Yeah.
Where are you at?
What?
Where?
That.
You're in Dallas?
Sorry.
Okay. Where are you going to today?
Iowa.
You're going to Iowa? Okay. Do you know what time it is? What time?
1 p.m.
It's 1 p.m.? Okay. What time is your flight at today?
4.
Your flight's at 4? With what airlines?
America.
With American? Okay.
No, United.
With United. Okay. Have you been drinking alcohol today? How much have you had to drink?
2 beers.
2 beers. Okay, so if I ask them, they'll tell me you only had 2 beers? Do you have your receipt? You do? Let me see it. They have it? You don't have it? Okay. Are you by yourself? Yeah. Do you have your boarding pass?
In my phone.
In your phone. Can you show me? I just want to see it. Thank you.
Sorry.
So how much have you had to drink today?
2 beers.
2 beers. 2 beers. What kind of beers? You don't know what kind of beers you were drinking?
Corona.
2 Coronas. And what?
I'm going to Iowa.
Okay. When have you ate last?
Maybe like 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago. What did you eat?
Nachos.
Nachos from where? They have nachos there?
All I want to do is board my plane. I didn't.
Texas Penal Code Section 4902 governs public intoxication. The statute is narrower than it sounds. It does not criminalize being drunk in public. It requires that a person be intoxicated to a degree that may endanger himself or another. Intoxication is defined in Texas Penal Code Section 4901 as the loss of the normal use of mental or physical faculties. Delayed responses, confusion about basic orientation, and inconsistent answers are observations Texas courts weigh in applying that definition. The endangerment element deserves emphasis. A heavily impaired person preparing to board a commercial aircraft presents a recognizable risk to himself and others, strengthening the statutory basis for arrest. Reasonable suspicion and probable cause are distinct standards. The first permits only a brief investigative stop. The second is required before an arrest. Probable cause crystallizes when a subject's own admission of intoxication joins the officer's observations and the corroborating report. Probable cause does not demand certainty. It requires facts that would lead a reasonable officer to believe an offense has occurred. A frequent misconception is that a minor offense cannot justify a full custodial arrest. The Supreme Court rejected that view in Atwater versus City of Lago Vista, a case that arose in Texas. The court held that a warrantless arrest for a fine-only misdemeanor does not violate the Fourth Amendment. Public intoxication is precisely such a Class C offense. Texas law also contemplates alternatives to jail for this offense. An intoxicated person may be released to a responsible adult, and officers retain discretion to select the least restrictive option consistent with public safety. Miranda warnings are often misunderstood as well. Under Berkemer versus McCarty, routine questioning during a temporary detention is non-custodial and does not trigger Miranda. Warnings attach only when custodial interrogation begins. Pre-arrest investigatory questions, therefore, stand on solid legal ground. A related concern is the reliability of admissions obtained from an impaired subject. Such statements remain admissible, yet their weight may be challenged, which is why corroboration through witnesses and observation strengthens the case.
Well, we got called down here because you were intoxicated and you were bothering people. That's what we got called down here for. Yes. So do you think you're intoxicated?
Yes.
You do. Okay. All right. Go ahead and put your tortillas over there for me, please. Stand up. Stand up. Turn around. You're under arrest for public intoxication. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Again, it's your safety. We don't need to dump it. So we'll give you someplace where you can sleep this off. As soon as you sleep it off, come back and make it fun.
I have to be in 9 in Iowa.
And what time was your flight?
It's at 5.
5. Okay, just go somewhere, sleep this off real quick. They can get you rebooked later tonight. You can get to where you're going. Man, they're not going to let you on an airplane when you drink too much. Because you got to be able to help in an emergency. You got to be able to open up a fire door or get out of the plane in an emergency. You can't be too drunk to do that, right? So yeah, this is just off your safety. Okay. Do you have anything in your bag I need to know about? Any marijuana, prescription pills?
Nothing.
No? Okay. Okay. I ask everyone, so I'm not singling you out.
Probably like 2
You have like 3.
A separate statute deserves mention. Texas Penal Code Section 2207 defines a terroristic threat. It requires a threat to commit a violent offense made with specific intent, such as placing a person in fear of imminent serious bodily injury. Proving that intent, where impairment and a language barrier cloud the speaker's meaning, is demanding. Charging the offense most clearly supported by the evidence reflects sound prosecutorial discretion. Following a lawful arrest, the Fourth Amendment permits a search of the arrestee and the property within his immediate control. An inventory of belongings protects both the arrestee and the agency. Use of force is measured along a continuum, from officer presence and verbal commands to soft and hard empty hand control. This encounter never advanced beyond the lowest tier.
3 kilos of cheese? That's fine, man. Don't touch your cheese. Edward 4 showing custody of the eye. We get transport, Edward 4 up.
Am I gonna be able to?
This first plane, probably not. Again, you had a little bit too much to drink right now. You go over there, sleep it off for a couple hours. As soon as that's over, then you come over, rebook, and get on the plane tonight, okay? And you just can't have this many drinks before you fly, all right? Make sense?
Hey, Rupert, I'll be taking
You're
him
going to Houston or go to Iowa?
Houston.
Houston and then Iowa? Well, you can figure that out after you sleep some of this off, all right? You just can't be drunk, this drunk to get on the plane, okay? All right. You got us properly?
Get it. I get
Keep
it.
cooperating with us. We're going to walk out here.
I did it. You won't leave nothing, I promise. Yes.
She kept screaming in my face that there's gonna be a so
Okay.
I'd like that's a terroristic threat. Like
Okay. All right.
And he also did it called the woman next to him.
Okay. Okay. I'll be right back. I'll be right back in. I'll be right back in. Hey.
Friday, huh?
Yeah, I gotta go back in there and talk to the bartender.
It's on.
Hey. Givens. Are you the one you were sitting next to? No. Who was it? Her. Okay. All right. Hello, ma'am. Yes. You were sitting next to
Yes.
Mr.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah. Okay. So just tell me what happened.
So yeah, I came in and he wasn't here. I had seen him walk that way though. And then I saw a couple of people right here, a lady and a man. So I asked my dad if he could. They were like, no, that was taken because he did. I came back and then he just kept coming really close to me and trying to touch me and getting very close. And I moved. Eventually I moved. Like I got them to move down and I moved here. And then he got up and he stood right there with me. And he like kept leaning in and kept trying to like, you know, pierce my glass. Okay. And then he just kind of obviously getting super close to me. And at one point he literally reached up and touched me and I told him do not touch me again. And then he sat there, kept being close and trying to like get my attention, and I was just trying to ignore him. And then he started aiming his attention towards the man next to me. And when I got up, I was like, I'm gonna get up and walk away. As soon as I stood up and kind of started walking away, I heard him say, "There's gonna be more." That's what I heard, and I just okay, I'm out of here. Okay. So it was creepy and very uncomfortable. Okay. He did tell me that he was going.
Hey, can I start pissing?
You want to start pissing? Please don't start pissing. Wait till you get to the jail, all right? You pissing right now is not going to help anyone out. And if you piss on me, I'm going to be real upset. We don't want that, do we?
They wanted to talk to me. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay.
No, what? Yo, me está ahorita en agua. No mames.
All right. That's just a receipt. He's got nothing on him. All right. 5 minutes. Then you can go pee, okay? Right, 5 minutes. Then you can piss, okay? Wait till then. Don't piss on my partner's car.
¿Dónde está en agua? ¿Dónde está en agua?
Left leg in. Left leg in. Come on, Thomas. Work with me here.
Estoy en Dallas, no estoy.
You're in Dallas still. You're not in Houston yet. Left leg in. This leg in.
Perdón.
All right. Put that leg down. This leg in. There you go.
Este mexicano, güey.
You gonna get on the other side?
Che mexicano.
Probably. No, I got it.
Che mexicano. Che mexicano.
Want to go through stuff real quick?
Yeah. Here, you take that before you drive up without it. He does have a big old bag of tortillas here, and he's probably got 3 kilos of cheese.
All right.
He was very adamant about telling me about his cheese.
Okay, I'm going to turn on the
Yeah.
The arresting officer earns an A-. The detention rested on reasonable suspicion, the arrest on probable cause, and the force remained consistent with Graham versus Connor. The deduction reflects an assumption of comprehension despite an apparent language barrier where greater care was warranted. The subject earns a C+. He offered no resistance and complied with lawful commands, which prevented additional charges. The grade is limited by the conduct that drew officers to the scene and by intoxication satisfying the statute's endangerment element. The department earns a B+. The response was prompt, the approach protective rather than punitive, and roles were clearly divided. The grade is capped by the limited view a single camera offers into language access policy and training. Several lessons emerge from this encounter. First, public intoxication requires endangerment, not mere intoxication. The statute's true threshold is higher than most assume. Second, a fine-only offense can still support a lawful custodial arrest under clearly established precedent. Third, a language barrier demands deliberate steps to confirm understanding. Comprehension affects both the reliability of admissions and the fairness of the process. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police court interactions.